everyone, I Dr. Megha Mishra welcome you all to the Swayam online course on prepositional logic in the knowledge, representation and reasoning. In the last lecture you all have got the basic overview of the course. Now coming to today's lecture, in this we are going to learn about facts of preposition logic, logical connectives, truth table. We will also discuss about logical equivalence, properties of operators. After that we will go through the limitations of prepositional logic. So, logic is indeed a powerful knowledge representation language for many AI problems. It provides a formal, precise way to represent and reason about knowledge, making it an essential tool in various AI applications. Propositional logic serve as the foundation of logic based AI and is well suited for problems that involve simple true or false statements or binary relationships. It allows us to represent knowledge using propositional variable, logical connectives and or not and truth tables. However, the expressive power of propositional logic is limited because it can not directly represent complex relationships, quantifiers or functions. This is where first order logic, that is FOL, comes into play. FOL extends propositional logic by introducing quantifiers such as for all and for exist and predicates, enabling us to express more complex statements and relationships between objects. Propositional logic, also known as propositional calculus, is a branch of formal logic that deals with propositions. A proposition is a declarative statement that can be either true or false, but not both. In propositional logic, propositions are represented using symbols and logical operations are applied to these propositions to form compound propositions. Using logical constants, propositional symbols, wrapping parentheses, connectives and literals, we can construct complex compound propositions by combining literals and using the various connectives. Propositional logic serve as a foundation for more advanced logical systems such as first order logic, which includes quantifiers and predicate symbols to express more complex statements and relationships. First example is a statement of fact indicating that it is a Sunday. Second example is related to a false proposition because the sun rises from the east, not the west. Third example is again an example of false proposition because the sum of 3 plus 3 is 6, not 7. And the last example is true proposition because 5 is a prime number. Since some statements are not propositions and one is intermediate, we can represent them like first example is Pitt is located in the Auckland. Second of Pittsburgh is true. 5 plus 2 equal to false. It is raining today, either true or false depending on the actual weather. How are you? Not a proposition, it is a question. X plus 5 equal to 3, indeterminate, neither true nor false since x is not specified. So, in logic, propositions are statements that can be evaluated as either true or false, and questions or expressions with variables fall outside the scope of being propositions. Propositional logic, also known as Boolean logic, is a branch of logic that deals with propositions which are statements that can be either true represented as 1 or false represented as 0. It uses symbolic variables such as A, B, P, Q, etc. to represent propositions. In propositional logic, a proposition cannot be both true and false simultaneously. Propositional logic consists of logical connectives or operators that allow us to combine and manipulate propositions. Here are the examples of propositional logic sentences. If it is hot and humid, then it is raining. If it is humid, then it is hot. And third one is it is humid. These sentences represent logical statements and implications between different propositions related to weather conditions. They demonstrate how symbolic variables are used to represent propositions and logical connectives to express relationships between these propositions. In propositional logic, we use symbols to represent different propositions such as capital P and capital Q. Each symbol is associated with a specific meaning or semantics. For example, P may represent it is hot and Q may represent it is humid. A well formed formula or sentences is constructed according to certain rules, like a symbol, for example P or Q, is a sentence on its own representing a basic proposition, and if S is a sentence, then negation of S is also a sentence. This means that if we have a proposition, we can form its negation. Using these rules, we can build logical expressions to represent different statements and make deductions based on their truth values. Propositional logic forms the basis of logical reasoning and plays a crucial role in computer science, mathematics and philosophy. The meaning or semantics of a sentence defines how it should be interpreted. By assigning truth values to propositional symbol in a sentence, we can evaluate its overall truth value, true or false. A model for knowledge base, that is KB, represents a possible world where truth values are assigned to propositional symbols to satisfy all the sentences in the knowledge base, making them true. To translate English sentences into propositional logic, we need to follow two main steps. First, identify atomic sentences that are propositions. These are simple statements that can be assigned a truth value, either true or false, and cannot be further broken down. For example, it is raining, the sun is shining, the temperature is below freezing, and second is the use of logical connectives to translate more complex composite sentences that consist of many atomic sentences. Logical connectives like and, or, negation allow us to combine atomic sentences and express more complex relationships. For example, it is raining and the sun is shining. The temperature is not below freezing. By following these steps, we can represent English sentences in the formal language propositional logic, making it easier to analyze and reason about their truth values and logical relationships. The example sentence, "It is not sunny this afternoon and it is colder than yesterday," is represented in propositional logic as negation of P and Q, where P represents it is sunny this afternoon, Q represents it is colder than yesterday. The logical connectives negation and conjunction are used to combine these atomic sentences, resulting in the translated propositional logic statement. Let's taking one example here using the defined propositions. Propositions are P representing it is sunny this afternoon, Q it is representing it is colder than yesterday, R we will go swimming, S we will take a canoe trip, T we will be home by sunset. Sentences translation will be it is not sunny this afternoon and it is colder than yesterday. Translation is negation of P and Q. This sentence is a conjunction, that is and, of two atomic sentences. It is not sunny this afternoon, negation of P, and it is colder than yesterday, Q. Similarly, we will go swimming only if it is sunny. Translation will be R implies P. Explanation of this predicate is this sentence is a conditional if then statement. It means that if we will go swimming, R is true, then it is sunny this afternoon, P must also be true. Next one is if we do not go swimming, then we will take a canoe trip. Translation will be negation of R implies S. This sentence is another conditional statement. It means that if we do not go swimming, negation of R is true, then we will take a canoe trip, S must also be true. And last one is if we take a canoe trip, then we will be home by sunset. Translation will be S implies T. Explanation is this sentence is a conditional statement. It means that if we take a canoe trip, S is true, then we will be home by sunset, T must also be true. So, the example consists of 4 sentences, each containing different logical connectives. The sentences are translated into propositional logic using the defined propositions P, Q, R, S and T. The logical connectives negation, conjunction, implication and biconditional are used to express the relationships between the propositions. These logical representations allow us to reason about the truth values of each sentences based on the given truth values for the propositions. We can evaluate the truth of each sentences and make deductions or inferences using propositional logic rules. In propositional logic, the syntax defines the allowable sentences for knowledge representation. There are two main types of propositions. First one is atomic propositions and second is compound propositions. The syntax for propositional logic consists of atomic propositions representing simple statements and compound propositions which are formed by combining atomic propositions using logical connectives to represent more complex relationships and knowledge. Atomic propositions are indeed simple statements that consist of a single proposition symbol and are considered the basic building block of propositional logic. Each atomic proposition represents a single fact or condition that can be either true or false. For example, 2 plus 2 is 4 is an atomic proposition as it is a true fact in arithmetic. The sun is cold is also an atomic proposition as it is a false fact about the sun's temperature. In propositional logic, we work with these atomic propositions and use logical connectives to combine them and create more complex compound propositions for knowledge, representation and reasoning. Compound propositions are formed by combining simpler or atomic propositions using logical connectives and sometimes parentheses. These connectives allow us to express logical relationships between the atomic propositions, resulting in more complex statements. For example, it is raining today and the street is wet is a compound proposition formed by combining two atomic propositions. It is raining today and the street is wet. Using the logical connective and, that is conjunction. Second example is Ankit is a doctor and his clinic is in Mumbai is another compound proposition constructed by combining two atomic propositions. Ankit is a doctor and his clinic is in Mumbai. Using the logical connective and, that is conjunction. In propositional logic, we can use different logical connectives like and, or, not, if then, or, if and only if to create various compound propositions that represent more complex relationships and conditions. These compound propositions play a crucial role in knowledge representation, reasoning and decision making. Logical connectives are symbols or words used to connect two or more simple propositions, that is atomic or compound in propositional logic. They allow us to create compound propositions that express more complex logical relationships between the simpler propositions. These logical relationships help us reason about the truth values and implications of the compound propositions. In logic and formal language, negation and conjunction are fundamental concepts used to construct complex sentences. Negation is the act of forming the opposite of a statement. In logic, it is denoted by the symbol tilde placed before a proposition or statement. If P is a proposition, tilde P represents the negation of P. Conjunction is a logical operation that combines two or more propositions to form a new proposition, which is true only when all the individual propositions are true. In logic, conjunction is denoted by the symbol ampersand or sometimes simply by putting the propositions next to each other without any specific symbol. Let's take one example. P representing Rohan is intelligent, Q representing Rohan is hardworking. P conjunction Q means Rohan is intelligent and hardworking. In this example, the conjunction Rohan is intelligent and hardworking is true only if both P, that is Rohan is intelligent, and Q, that is Rohan is hardworking, are true. Both negation and conjunction are fundamental building blocks in logic, and they are used to construct more complex sentences and logical expressions. Other logical connectives include disjunction, implication, and biconditional, which further extend the expressiveness of logic. Disjunction is another logical operation used to combine two or more propositions into a new proposition. The disjunction is true if at least one of the individual propositions is true. In logic, disjunction is denoted by the symbol vertical bar, or sometimes simply by putting the propositions next to each other with the word or. For example, if P denotes Ritika is a doctor, Q denotes Ritika is an engineer, then P disjunction Q represents Ritika is a doctor or an engineer. In this example, the disjunction Ritika is a doctor or an engineer is true if either P, that is Ritika is doctor, or Q, that is Ritika is an engineer, is true. Implication is a logical relationship between two propositions where the truth of one proposition implies the truth of another proposition. In logic, implication is denoted by the symbol arrow, or sometimes by the word if then. Let's taking the example, it is raining and the street is wet. If it is raining, then the street is wet. In this example, the implication if it is raining, then the street is wet means that whenever it is raining means P is true, it's necessarily follow that the street is wet. Q as a consequence, a biconditional denoted by the symbol double arrow represents a two type, or we can say two-way implication between two propositions. It asserts that both propositions have the same truth value. They are either both true or both false. Let's taking one another example. I am breathing, I am alive. If I am breathing, then I am alive, and vice versa. In this example, the biconditional if I am breathing, then I am alive means that if I am breathing, then I am alive. As a consequence, if I am not breathing, then I am not alive as a consequence. Conversely, if I am alive, then I must be breathing. If I am not alive, then I must not be breathing. The biconditional ensures that the two propositions, in this case I am breathing and I am alive, are equivalent to each other. If one is true, the other must be true, and if one is false, the other must be false. In propositional logic, a truth table is a tabular representation that shows all possible combinations of truth values for propositions in a logical expression. It provides a systematic way to evaluate the truth value of the entire expression for each combination of truth values of its constituent propositions. For a logical expression with n different propositions variables, the truth table will have 2 to the power n rows representing all the possible combinations of truth values for those propositions. Each row in the truth table corresponds to one specific combination of truth values, and the final column of the truth table represents the truth value of the entire expression for that combination. The logical connectives used in the expression determine how the truth values are combined to produce the result in the truth table. By using truth table, we can systematically analyze logical expressions and determine their truth values for all possible scenarios, which is crucial for reasoning and making deductions in formal logic. The negation operation takes a single proposition and gives its opposite truth value. It flips the truth value of the proposition. The truth table for negation is simple and has only one column. When the proposition P is true, the negation of P is false. When the proposition P is false, the negation P is true. The conjunction operation combines two propositions, that is P and Q, and returns true only when both propositions are true. The truth table for conjunction has three columns, one for each proposition and one for the result of the conjunction. For example, when both P and Q are true, the conjunction P and Q is true, and when P is true and Q is false, the conjunction P Q is false. In summary, the truth table for negation simply flips the truth value of a single proposition, while the truth table for conjunction and evaluates the logical AND operation between two propositions and returns true value only when both propositions are true. The disjunction operation OR combines two propositions P and Q and returns true if at least one of the proposition is true. The truth table for disjunction has three columns, one for each proposition and one for the result of the disjunction. The implication operation if then takes two propositions P and Q and returns true unless the antecedent P is true and the consequent Q is false. The truth table for implication has three columns, one for each proposition and one for the result of the implication. The biconditional operator returns true 1 when both P and Q have the same truth value, either both true or both false, and it returns false, that is 0, when P and Q have different truth values. Similarly, we can make truth table for 3 proposition also including 8 tuples. Just like arithmetic operators have a certain precedence order, logical operators also have a precedence order that should be followed when evaluating propositional expressions. Here is a typical precedence order for logical operators from highest to lowest precedence. Negation has the highest precedence and is typically evaluated first. Conjunction is evaluated after negation. Disjunction is evaluated after conjunction. Exclusive OR is evaluated after disjunction, implication is evaluated after exclusive or, and biconditional has the lowest precedence and is typically evaluated last. It is important to note that parenthesis can be used to explicitly override the default precedence and ensure that certain operations are evaluated first. When in doubt, using the parenthesis to clarify the intended order of operations is a good practice. Logical equivalence between two propositions represented as A double implication B means that they have the same truth values for all possible combinations of truth values of their constituent variables. In other words, their truth tables will be identical. If we have a truth table where the columns for negation of A, disjunction B and A implication B are identical, then we can say that propositions A and B are logically equivalent based on the given truth table. This is valid way to represent logical equivalence between propositions. Logical equivalence is an important concept in logic as it helps us to understand when two propositions are essentially saying the same thing, just phrased differently or using different logical operators. It allows us to simplify expressions, make deductions and perform various operations in propositional logic. Some of the basic properties of logical operators in propositional logic include commutativity. The order of the propositions does not affect the result. Associativity, grouping of propositions does not affect the result. When we apply the identity property, it means that one specific value can be combined with another value using a certain operator without changing the result. De Morgan's law are a pair of fundamental rules in propositional logic that describe the relationship between logical negations, conjunctions and disjunctions of propositions. These laws helps us to transform complex logical expressions by negating or changing the operators. These properties are essential for understanding and manipulating logical expressions and are used to analyze and simplify propositions in propositional logic. Now, talking about some of the limitations of propositional logic. First one is inability to represent quantifiers and relations. Propositional logic lacks the ability to handle quantifiers like all, some and none, as well as relationships between objects. It can only deal with simple propositions, statements that are either true or false, and logical connectives like and or not. This makes it inadequate for expressing statements that involve the concept of quantity, existence or specific relationships between elements. Next is limited expressive power. Propositional logic is limited in terms of its expressive power. It is unable to capture the complexities of real world scenarios where statements are more intricate and involve various logical relationships. While it is suitable for simple logical reasoning and basic Boolean operations, it falls short when trying to model and reason about more intricate situations. And next limitation is inability to describe properties and logical relationships. Propositional logic is not equipped to describe properties of objects or the logical relationships between them. It cannot express concepts like equality, membership, inclusion, casuality, or hierarchy. This restricts its usefulness in context where these concepts are crucial for accurate representation and reasoning. To address these limitations, a more advanced logic system called first order logic, also known as predicate logic, is commonly used. First order logic introduces quantifiers and predicates for the representation of relationships between objects, properties, and more complex statements. It provides a richer framework for expressing and reasoning about a wide range of scenarios, making it a more suitable choice for many real world. We will go through this topic in detail in our next class. So, in this class mainly we have discussed about the basics of propositional logic with their examples, some facts related to propositional logic, translation of English sentences to propositional logic, types of propositions, logical connectives, truth tables, precedence of connectives, logical equivalence, and limitations of propositional logic. With this, we will end up our today's lecture here. Thank you for your patience, and we will meet in next lecture. Thank you.